Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Stephanie Bree. I am a transgender woman and I talk about all things horror. And I know I've already done a video saying I wasn't going to do the Jurassic Park franchise or the Jaws franchise. And I've already done Jaws 1 and I've done 2 Jurassic Park movies. So I'm going to go ahead and say I've changed my mind. I probably shouldn't have said never on in that video. More like, yeah, these are movies I don't want to do, but I decided to do Jurassic Park 3 today. Now, here's the thing. I will argue all day long that 1993 Steven Spielberg Jurassic Park is a horror movie. I'll argue that all day long. I cannot make that case for this movie. This is an action adventure movie. It is a monster movie, sure. It is a big summer blockbuster, definitely. But I can't really shoehorn this into the horror genre like I can with the first one. And if I squint, I can almost do it with The Lost World, but only if I squint hard enough. This movie is not horror, at, like even in the slightest. However, it does have monsters. It is a monster movie, and it does have kills. I mean, obviously. So we're talking about it. Jurassic Park 3 for me is a weird movie in the grand scheme of the entire franchise, where when you watch the Jurassic Park movies and follow those up with the Jurassic World movies, this movie's very out of place and it doesn't fit into that larger franchise. But before we had Jurassic World, when we just had the trilogy, Jurassic Park, The Lost World, and then this movie, I felt like this movie was a good capstone to the trilogy, in so much that it gave us just enough callbacks to the first one to make us go, okay, yeah, this is another Jurassic Park. But it wasn't like, reading from the same playbook, play by play, where it was like, oh yeah, we have to get this in and this in and this in, otherwise it's not a Jurassic Park. So in that sense, I feel like the filmmakers said, all right, how do we wrap up this, story that we've already wrapped up twice, but for whatever reason we're making a third. And I think they do okay with this one because here you have a personal story. It's not about, engine. It's not about the capitalists. It's not about the scientists. It's literally just a family, on vacation, and their friends and colleagues get accidentally stranded on this island, and they have to rescue their missing son from the dangers of this island. And they do use some trickery to entice the scientists to go along with their rescue expedition, which is, shady, but it happens. It's not any shadier than what Engine did in the previous two movies, or Hammond did in the first movie. So you got to take it with that. As far as the dinosaurs go, this movie steps it up a little bit. We get more action, we get more chase scenes, which I enjoy. And even though we don't have a horror movie esque scene like we do in the original with the T Rex, or later with the velociraptors, we still get a sense of thrilling, chilling adventure that these people are in danger. And from that, I still recommend this movie as a watch. Um, this is not the only Jurassic Park I've seen in theaters. I have to watch my words. Uh, but of the Jurassic Parks I've seen in theaters, this is my favorite one of the sequels that I've saw in theaters, and I enjoy this one. Just me personally, maybe you too, hopefully, enjoy this one more than the Jurassic World movies, and that's a blanket statement, but I have not seen a Jurassic World that I liked as much as I did this one when I saw it. And every time I rewatch this movie, I find myself enjoying it even more because I'm like, oh yeah, I forgot about that. Or oh yeah, I forgot. That's pretty cool. You know? Um, and I'm gonna say, I'm a little tainted in a roundabout way because I'm a ginormous fan of William H. Macy. He is literally my favorite actor of all time. I even ranked him as the greatest actor of all time in my greatest actors of all time list on my other channel. So seeing him in this movie, even though he's kind of dork, I can forgive the movie for the even though it falls flat in terms of the comedy, I can forgive it because it's William H. Macy. And I'm just like, okay, he's doing his thing, and I'm good with that. You know? By the time I had seen this movie, I had already decided he was my favorite actor, like just made up my mind and haven't been swayed since. And the only movies I'd seen him in up to this point were Pleasantville and Fargo, and that was enough. This just cemented it. I was like, hell yeah, this is my dude. And if I was ever in doubt that he was my favorite actor, those doubts went away as soon as I saw Shameless, because holy fuck, he is that character in Shameless. So pretty much, my recommendation for Jurassic Park 3 is this is a buy. You want this one in your collection. Maybe not. You maybe not want the entire trilogy or the entire saga, but this is a good companion to Jurassic Park 1, whereas The Lost World is just sort of its own thing. The Lost World feels like they didn't need to call it Jurassic Park and people would have been like, okay, whatever. But this movie feels like a proper Jurassic Park sequel, and I'm down with that. Stay cool.